And good morning, everyone. Shane here, or Sizzle as I'm known. Just thought I'd do a bit of an update. Well, I've got a comment already. Wow. Yes, ComX, mate. ComX. Nice. Just for those on one of the groups watching this, I can't see your comments. I've got a bit of a setup going on so I can have a look at them afterwards. I just got out of bed. Why would I go to bed? Okay, yeah, I'm still in hospital, as you can see. I just want to do a bit of an update. Presents 3 still needs to wait until I'm out for anyone who didn't see the last video. So Presents 3 and Presents New R3 are sitting on a bench at home. They're printed, they're ready to go. I've just got to bag, board, and put into packages and send as soon as I get out of hospital. Hopefully that's about a week and a half away. We've got a bit of a time frame now. Zach will go to bed for me. Excellent. Thank you, Zach. So they'll be out soon. Bin Kitty will be printed soon. We're giving it a bit of time, so I'm home for when it gets delivered. Otherwise, we'll go to the post office, and that's a bit of a mess. Or they'll leave it there all day, which is a bit risky. So we're going to wait till I'm out to print them. And then they'll get to my place, and same thing, bag, board, send out. So it won't be that far away. The other news I wanted to give is Presents is changing its schedule. We're not doing quarterly anymore. It's becoming a bit, just becoming too much work. It's taking me away from other things. It's taking me away from my job where I earn money. So I need to spread that out a bit. So Presents 4, we'll be doing a Kickstarter for that around May or June. I'm not too sure yet exactly when. And then Presents 5, big gap, probably November. So yeah. The other thing that we probably want to mention is with ComX, we have a Kickstarter at the moment for, let me see if I can find it, for Vivian Jones. So vivian.comx.studio. That ends in 5 hours. So don't muck around. Get in there now. Get your copies. Zach set the prices pretty low for some reason. So absolute bargain. Vivian Jones, the giraffe guy with the human body. He's an occult detective solving occult mysteries, crimes as well, I guess. And yeah, it's a really cool story. So check it out. It wraps up the stories from ComX Presents, and it has extra art, a little bit of extra story, I think, and sketchbook and all that sort of stuff in there as well. So it's got a whole bunch of extras. So it is worth getting, even if you got Presents. And at the price that Zach's doing, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So I'll just leave that on the screen, actually, so people can see that while I talk. I will judge your prices, you cheap bastard. But yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about is the Wednesday show. The Oz ComX show is probably on hold till I get out, but we're talking 2 more weeks. My doctor's talking 2 more weeks. I seem to be reacting well to the new medication. So the main reason I'm in here now is just to monitor me and make sure that there aren't any weird side effects or anything like that. So I'm just in here for another, what's today, Wednesday? So about another week and a half. So yeah, unless I have an adverse reaction to the medication, then I'll be in here a bit longer. Drink and draw is probably on hold as well. I think it's a bit of a chore for Spencer to do that by himself. So we might have a bit of a break. Use my illness as a good excuse for everyone having a bit of holiday who does the show. Bit of exciting news about the Friday drink and draw. I don't know if I'm meant to announce this yet, but we're going to start mixing it up a bit. We're going to have a bit of Australian characters, but we're all going to start doing some pop culture characters as well. So it's a bit of a mix. So people will be coming to the show. One week we might do, I don't know, Batman, and another week we'll do Bug and Stump. So we're gonna mix it up a bit because it's becoming a challenge to find people. Some of the Australian stuff is old, so there's a lot of new stuff and just getting people on the show. So we're just mixing it up a bit. We won't necessarily be doing interviews with the creators anymore. We bring on the creators if they want to come on. But the show will be more about the artists involved, and we'll be trying to get more artists and more people involved with the show. So it's a bit of every week's a bit different. So yeah, that's an announcement that I don't know if I was meant to tell anyone, but hey, it's my show, damn it. So yeah, that'll be a good season 2, I guess we'll call it, because it's been almost a year since we started the show. Actually, I think it's close to a year. I think we were up to episode 47 before I got sick. So it'll probably be about where 51, 52 would have been. So it would be about a year. So we're going to call it season 2, and we're mixing it up. We're changing it. We're going a whole new format. There'll still be Australian characters. Don't worry. We're still about Australian artists. We're just going to mix up what we draw. So yeah. Because mainstream comics are still important to comics. Without mainstream comics, a lot of people would have never got into comics. If they never got into comics, they wouldn't buy indie. So it's important. It's important. That's all the notes I've got. Can't remember what else I wanted to talk about. I can hear a vacuum cleaner behind me, which means it might be coming into my room any second now to vacuum the room because, vacuum cleaners, hospital, all that sort of stuff. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. Get on the Vivian Jones. Here we go. Vivian ComX Studio. So yeah, I'm just going to check comments. There's no comments there, but let's check the groups for comments. I set this up so I can see the groups. So let's see if this works. Because what it is the program that I use is called StreamYard. Facebook doesn't allow groups to go into StreamYard to see what they're saying, or do they? Oh, hang on. No, I saw these comments. I don't understand then. Facebook says it doesn't send these messages to me, yet I just saw all those messages. Can I have it later, thanks?
I'll come back if you like.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought she was coming in here. Yeah, I can see the comments. So I don't know. Facebook said it doesn't let me. I'm a bit confused now. So yeah, Vivian.comX. Sorry, I forgot the X. .studio. That's the whole URL. That's a shortcut that'll take you to the Vivian Jones Kickstarter. Like I said before, there's only 5 hours, maybe 4 hours now by the time I yab it on for a little bit. So don't muck around. Get on there. Get yourself some Vivian books. Great bargains. And yes, Zach, that is right. On One Drink and Draw at some time, we'll be doing Xena because she is a comic character. So yes, we'll see when we can schedule her in. We're not totally sure yet, but I think what we might do is, once a month we'll do an Australian character, and then the rest of the month will be just pop culture characters. It might be. I'm thinking comic characters, but maybe we can spread out beyond that. But I'm thinking comic characters. So that's the big announcement. The reason I came on this morning. It's been thought about for a little while now, and we came to the decision. It's a good idea. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I talked about why I'm in here on the last video, so I don't need to go through that again. Let's see, Dead Air, awesome. Well done, Shane. Well, my brain's mush. Sorry, I have a sedative at night, so I don't wake up all that well. So, it's not actually a sedative. It's a medication which has a side effect of being a sedative. So yeah, that side effect is a pain in the ass. I think that's about all I wanted to say. Vivian.comx.studio. There, I've just repeated it for the 100th time. Get on board. I'm repeating it because it really is it's ending in 5 hours. maybe 4. I don't know. So don't muck around. Get on there. Great prices. I am going to judge your prices, Zach. They are too cheap. We're talking all 3 covers for $14. That's just freaking crazy. So get on board. There's still one drawn onto the cover, not inside the book, the actual cover drawn on there. You're not only drawn onto the cover as a portrait, you're also given that portrait in physical form. And that's only $100. Now, I've seen people drawn into ComX for $500. So that's an absolute bargain. Get on top of that. I've actually bid on one of them myself because I want to be on the cover. So I don't know who the other person who did the other one. So there's 3 all up. There's 1 left. So don't muck around. Get on there. Get yourself on the cover. Get yourself a portrait of you drawn by Zach George himself. So what else could you want? There's only 1 left, so don't muck around. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm looking around the room. Don't know why I'm looking around the room. It won't tell me anything. I think that's about it. We'll keep it nice and short. 11 minutes, yeah. 12 minutes, yeah. What else is happening with ComX? Let me see. Bit of a... Oh, I forgot to put the picture loaded up. Okay, I'm going to do some dead air right now because that's the kind of guy I am. And I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Excellent. So we've got ComX has a bit of a project at the moment we're going through. I'm doing a lot of training at the moment to complete this project. But here's a little sneak preview. ComX marketing. We're talking early to mid 2023. That will become a thing. So just keep your eye out for it. We've got 2 more comments. Oh yes, good point, Zach. We also have an anthology, a themed anthology, rather than like Presents and Presents New Art, which is all about helping creators, new creators, old creators, seasoned creators, I guess you could probably say, rather than old, get stories out that they couldn't otherwise get out, and we help them get those stories out in Presents and Presents New Art. But we have a themed one, which will be a much bigger book. There is no limits to how many pages we put in that. It just depends on how many stories are submitted that we approve. It's called Nightmares. The theme is horror. We would love to get more submissions. I don't know if I have the email for the submissions here. Okay, let's start it up. It's actually submit at ComX.studio. And I'll just put it on the screen so it's a little easier to... So that email, if you've got a story that you want to submit to the horror book, go submit at ComX.studio. Send them in. We'd love to see them. We'd love to have a look at them. Please make sure they are horror themed. Just don't send any old thing. And yeah, well, you can submit stuff for Presents and Presents New Art to the same email, actually. 8-page stories is the criteria there. Yeah, so check out, we've got the Nightmares one, the submissions for that. So far, it's about 70 pages, so it's looking like a nice solid book, but we would love more. Our goal is a 100-page book minimum. So we want a nice big book for that one, and it'll be all horror stories. So spooky, horror, creepy, all those sort of things all fit into the theme. So yeah, we'd love to see more. So please send those in. That would be great. And just before I go, I'll do one more plug for Vivian Jones. That's vivian.comx.studio. And that will get you to the Kickstarter. It's a shortcut, and there's 5 hours left on it, so don't muck around. Hope everyone has a great morning, a great day. I think I'm doing this before the work time. Yep, this is before the standard work hours. So I hope everyone has a great day at work. Hope everyone has a great day who's a freelancer. Hope everyone has a great day who's a student. Just anyone out there, hope you have a great day. So I will go now and just check there's no comments before I go. Yeah, so submit your horror stories. Yeah, submit your horror stories to that email. I'll put the email up one more time. There we go. So submit at ComX.studio. So thank you very much. There's a few announcements and so forth. This is me practicing live stream on my own. So yeah, have a great day. See you all later. See ya. And I didn't press the right button.